The police at Asokwa in Kumasi have arrested 4 people, including a Dick's jockey, for alleged robbery. 23-year-old Samuel Opoku, also known as Sami Tuga, and his accomplices were picked up after 2 incidents of attack last Friday.
According to the Upper West Regional Commander of the Ghana Police Service, DCOP Ochiriboa Pierre, on August 15, 2017, 4 armed men went to Pet Veroga's house in Wa, cut a portion of the barbed wire at 2 different spots with a metal cutter and scaled over the fence wall into the premises of the guest house. The robbed guests, who had booked into the facility that night, of their mobile phones, money, and a side pistol belonging to a custom officer. 6 persons, namely Salifu Seidu, 24, Aminu Dauda, 28, Joseph Bonsiao, 42, Dauda Inusa, 37, Tofik Lawal, 45, and Mohammed Idi, 30, were arrested for playing various roles in the robbery of the guest house. Then on August 27, 2017, 5 marksmen with pump-action guns blocked the Waboli Road and robbed some traders and farmers of their mobile phones, unspecified amount of money, and fled into the bush. A week later, DCOP Ochiriboa added that a Benz bus carrying some strangers from Wuchao to Calabar in the northern region were also stopped at the outskirts of Poliamayiri, and the occupants of the vehicles and some motorcyclists robbed off their mobile phones.
The description of the robbers by all the victims of these robberies affected Salifu Seidu and one Aminu Dauda, a native of Wa. An intensive search was mounted for them by the police and the military, leading to the arrest of Salifu Seidu on the 8th of August 2017. Investigation led by the CID led to the arrest of Aminu Dauda and the retrieval of an unregistered Abstonic Aloba motorbike, which was identified by Salifu Dauda, a victim of the robbery that was carried out on the 8th of September at Poliamayili. He produced documents of the motorbike, which was registered with number M174552, and stated that it was robbed from him during the robbery at Poliamayili. Suspects' rooms were searched, and 2 single-barrel guns, 27 live AA cartridges, a number of mobile phones which were robbed from passengers at the Poliamayili, and air conditioner remote control, which was also taken from Pedvero guest house, were retrieved from them. Further investigation led to the arrest of Joseph Bonseo and the stolen pistol retrieved from him.
The Sesala West and East districts also have their share of the robbery incidents, as several passengers were robbed of their money, mobile phones, and other personal effects.
On the 5th of August 2017, at about 8 p.m., the residence of a UDS lecturer was raided by 2 armed men and his pump-action gun, laptop, mobile phones, and cash stolen. Then on the 8th of September 2017, at about 7 p.m., 2 armed men on an unregistered motorbike attempted to rob occupants of tricycle rider who was returning from Rio in Burkina Faso market with market women at Sakalu near Tumu. Fortunately, the Deputy Regional Police Commander, DCOP Edward Odro-Kratin, the Regional Crime Officer, Supo Alaji Hussein Awiniba, MP for Sisala East, Honorable Ridwan Abbas, and the Tumu District Commander, ASP Stephen Abaga, arrived at the scene from Nabulu. The robbers took to their heels, but the police pursued and arrested Nabi Salifu and Mohamed Saliao, both Burkinabe nationals. An unregistered Absonic motorbike was retrieved from them, and when it was examined, the chassis number tallied with what was stolen from Sule Molo on Golo Jeffisi robbery the previous day.
DCOP Ochiriboa said the 11 suspects will be arraigned before the law court. Reporting for JoyNews, Rafiq Salam.
And that story by Rafiq Salam, of course, was from the Upper West region, in which the Regional Police Command arrested 11 suspected robbers, including 2 Burkinabes, for their alleged involvement in residential and highway robberies and motorbike snatching in the Northern and Upper West regions. We have to move on to earlier intro that we read, in which the police at Asokwa in Kumasi, they arrested 4 people, including a DJ, for alleged robbery.
Police named the other suspects as Frank Mensah, alias Nenyo, Kwabena Sare, and a third, identified only as Kofi. A 5th person is on the run. In the first instance, they attacked and robbed a couple on the highway and robbed it of 930,000 cedis cash, a necklace and 2 mobile phones. They later stormed the guest house at Kase, took a receptionist and a security man hostage before bolting away with 3 mobile phones. ASP Julian Obin is Regional Police Public Relations Officer.
Investigations also revealed that the suspects, after the operation, proceeded to an area around the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, KNUST, to share their booty. During interrogation, the suspects mentioned that they had 250 Ghana cedis each and a mobile phone. A victim in the robbery incident identified one of the 3 mobile phones retrieved from the suspect as his. Meanwhile, all of these 3 suspects have been arrested and in police custody, assisting with investigations.
Another suspect, Kwame Pafi, is said to be at large. In a related development, 3 people are in police grips at a Joso for robbing a mobile money vendor at Fumesia. Charles Sapon, alias Gangster, Sylvester Frimpong, both driver apprentices, and Richmond Urban, unemployed, broke into the victim's room at night. They ordered the man at knife point to surrender all money on him or risk death. Police say the victim, identified Charles Sapon, who was picked up and detained. His 2 accomplices later called at the police station to visit their colleague, who blew their cover, resulting in their arrest.
A search conducted on Sylvester Frimpong revealed an amount of 351 Ghana cedis and a Samsung mobile phone concealed in his underpants, which the complainant later identified as the one they robbed him of. Suspect Richmond Urban was also searched, and cash sum of 3 Ghana cedis was found on him. Suspects Charles Sapon and Sylvester Frimpong led the police patrol team to a nearby bush close to the residence of the complainant, where a pair of scissors which the suspects claimed they had used in robbery was retrieved. All of these suspects have admitted the offense in their caution statements and are being processed for court.
Reporting for JoyNews, Kwesi Deb.
And away from crime, we turn our attention to the subject of education. And educationists in the Agoti-Messiope district of the Volta region, they are lamenting the lack of infrastructure and educational logistics in most schools in the area. They stress the phenomenon threatens their objective to improve on the standard of education in the district, and also called on stakeholders and government to endeavor to remedy the situation. The teachers disclosed this to JoyNews on the sidelines of a tour of some selected schools in the district by the district chief executive and the MP for the area, David Dixon Jokbe, and the member of parliament for the area, Charles Agbefe. Fred Kwame Asare has this report.
According to him, government, as part of the free SHS program, will complete all abandoned projects and initiate new ones. At Akomeman Senior High School, for instance, a boys' dormitory started by the previous government is still at the footing level. The situation is not different at Apegusu SHS, which needs a boys' dormitory to accommodate newcomers. Pius Hajije assured them that measures are in place to address these challenges.
There are 1 or 2 teething challenges that need to be resolved. There are instances that we may need to bring in a few more student mattresses and so on and so forth. And those immediately I get back to Accra, I will report to the relevant sector ministry for redress. But there are some that may need more long-term and permanent resolutions, like the need for more classroom blocks, the need for more dormitories, more assembly halls, and so on and so forth. Rest assured that there is going to be yet another robust and vigorous agenda on the part of government to increase on the infrastructure stock in our schools.
Headmaster at Enum Presby SHS Oseyampong said the school is faced with shortage of beds, desks, and is dealing with bed bugs.
No students as they are. Once they find
A new board for the Energy Commission has been inaugurated, and the board is tasked with the responsibility to finalize a gas master plan for Ghana before the close of the year. The master plan, which will, among others, harmonize demand and supply of gas, has become especially important as the country turns more to utility as a source of fuel. Deputy Minister of Energy William Oreku-Adu inaugurated the 7-member board here in Accra. Matilda Pomaga was there for JoyNews.
The gas master plan contains projections of the country's demand and supply of gas, as well as the infrastructure requirements needed to ensure the targets are met. Deputy Minister of Energy William Oreku-Adu said the board would have to finalize the master plan and also within a month develop guidelines on the environmental and economic consequences associated with the use of solar energy in the country.
We need to research into solar technology and storage systems that are suitable for our local conditions. We also need to establish the environmental and economic consequences that will be associated with mass integration of solar energy into our energy mix and find solutions to them. The Energy Commission is to provide guidelines and the needed legislative drafts for mini-grids within 1 month. Within 1 month. I hereby charge you to make this happen sooner than later. I also wish to charge you to prioritize the finalization of the Renewable Energy Master Plan before the end of the year to kickstart its implementation. There is an ongoing discussion on a gas master plan. Information reaching me is that the document contains some inaccuracies that needs to be corrected. I am tasking the board to review the gas master plan and advise the ministry in accordance with the mandates of the Energy Commission as soon as possible.
The 7-member Energy Commission board, chaired by Professor George Payne-Hagan, as part of its mandate, is also to explore an efficient bill system for the street lighting project.
Street lighting is an utility that is enjoyed by all persons living in Ghana. Accounting for the electricity consumed in street lighting, billing and paying for same is a big issue that is confronting the energy sector and the nation as a whole. I hereby charge the Energy Commission Board to come out with modalities that will address once and for all the issues of street lights with respect to standards for street lights, billing and payment for energy consumed in street lighting and traffic signals, as well as the possibilities of using solar energy for street lighting.
A 7-member board was also inaugurated for the Bui Power Authority and the Ghana Cylinder Manufacturing Company. For JoyNews, Matilda Pomaga.
The Member of Parliament for Kwabre East, Francisca Oting Mensah, the youngest member of Ghana's legislature, was elected to represent her constituents at age 26 while still an undergrad at the university. There were questions about how she would be able to survive, especially being a female who had very little exposure in the world of politics. After 8 months in the House, the MP is not claiming to have mastered the ropes. Indeed, she admits it's been 8 months of surprises and confusion. However, tells JoyNews correspondent Mahmoud Mohammed Nuruddin, her experienced colleague parliamentarians have been extremely helpful.
Ask questions, when to make statements. There were so many things that we didn't know. But after we did orientation, we were educated on some of the things that are done in the House, and then we were also made to understand the standing of the rules that we use in Parliament. And so I think so far it has been good. We are coping. I think when the budget came, most of us were able to participate. And then the president also came to deliver the State of the Nation's address, all those things. I think it helped us. And so far, almost every newcomer, or if I'm to speak for myself, I think so far things are clear, and then we are able to participate fully in the proceedings of the House.
First, I asked about her memories of the first day in the legislative chamber.
My first day in Parliament, well, it was a terrible experience. You know, you had to walk and find your seat. It's not like other parliaments where you can sit anywhere. In Ghana Parliament, you have your name tag on your chair, and so it's more or less the chair that you're going to sit on for.
Oh, good work she's doing there, and we wish her all the best. But that'll be it for the latest news updates we have, but we'll bring you a lot more. We'll look at some of the newspapers and a few, at least we have 3 in the studio, and then we'll look at the stories on the various online portals.